Alright everybody, I'm here with another episode of Chamber Chats. I got somebody else in the car with me. I'm going to let her introduce herself and we'll kick it off from there.
Well, hi, what's up? I'm Julie Thompson. I'm a reporter for the St. Helens Chronicle.
Now, you are not new, but newer to the area, right? You haven't been here forever? Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
What brought you to St. Helens? Little old St. Helens.
I got a job. Really? What brought me here?
Yeah, but I mean, there's gotta be jobs in Texas. Why St. Helens?
I had several cities that I wanted to be close to. Austin was one, Portland was one, Seattle was one, and I just kind of applied in the area. New York, that was one.
Now, I got friends who live in Austin, and they say Austin and Portland are very similar.
Super similar.
Yeah,
It's a little bit
like
weird.
music scene, bar scene, that kind of thing.
Yeah, keep it weird.
Yeah, exactly. So, obviously, you work for the Chronicle. Can you sort of describe what you do for them, how your normal day looks? I mean, what's going on?
Well, I wouldn't say there's a normal day.
Well, yeah.
Because news is ever-changing. But for the most part, I just try to keep up with absolutely everything that's going on in the county and tell the stories to the best of my ability as much as I can.
Do the stories find you? I mean, there's obviously you've got to go out and find the stories as well, but I mean, there's a lot going on at any given time, and you guys are, I think, people associate newspapers with, huge bank of reporters, and
Yeah.
there's not too many of you guys.
There's three of us. Yeah, to cover
Okay, there's
all
three.
of Columbia County.
Right. So how do you do it?
It's kind of a mixture of both. Sometimes people reach out to me and let me know that they've got stuff going on. Sometimes it's stuff that I find on Facebook or other social media sites. A lot of it comes from attending the multiple meetings that happen around the county. County commissioner, city council, school board, all of those kinds of things. And then some of it is just you get an idea and you say, I want to write a story about this, and you start digging.
And you could never have enough meetings in your life.
Oh yes, yes, so many meetings.
So and being a reporter, obviously, you don't even have hours, right? You're when the stories hit. I mean, is it like that, or is that just my impression from the occasional movie that I've seen?
No, I mean, it's the occasional movie is generally pretty accurate. It's not a 9-to-5 job.
Sure.
We have 40 hours that we're allotted each week, and we make it work depending on what happens. So sometimes I'm covering a meeting in the evening and coming in late the next day. Just sort of depends.
Well, and you have, obviously when stories happen, but at the same time, you have, you're on other people's schedules. Like you said, you got to work around city council meetings and different events going on. I'm sure you cover, if it's, well, we're down here now, like 13 nights, if you're covering 13 nights or something like that. I mean, obviously, that kind of messes with your social life a little bit, too.
Yeah, not many of us have social lives. You're hard-pressed to find a reporter that either eats well or has
Is that what it is?
life. Yes.
You guys all eat terrible?
We're all a little malnourished. We don't have time to eat.
What did you eat today?
Taco Bell.
We rest our case.
At my desk.
Oh, at your desk even.
While reading stories.
You didn't even get to do that. To go into Taco Bell.
Tuesdays are production days. I went through the drive-thru and brought my tacos back and kept editing.
So actually, that's a good point. So I wanted to talk to you. So you talk about production day. It's, I mean, you crank out the newspapers, the print version and online. That's not like an hour job, right? That takes some time. You guys, for three of you, or with other staff, that's a lot to crank out.
Tuesdays are our craziest days. We come in the morning. Some of us are still writing for the content for the paper. Sometimes there's breaking news. We have to get on that in the middle of everything. And we have a great graphics designer, James, who designs and lays out the page. And it's just back-to-back insanity. For about 5 hours straight, trying to get it all out, get it all together, edit it, and making sure there's no mistakes.
And I'm sure you guys are all kind of a tighter knit group, having a group that small. But is it kind of like vying for that front page kind of spot? I mean, how does that all work out? Just the top story?
There's not a whole lot.
Frank decides.
We generally decide as a group. There's not a whole lot of competition internally. I mean, sometimes we have arguments of which story that we think is more valuable, which, as far as placement goes, you have above the fold and below the fold. So you want your most important story of the week to be above the fold, obviously, with your best artwork.
Oh, okay, so it lays out there. Oh, okay.
Right, because that's what people see when they use just that top fold of it.
So do you remember your first above the fold story?
Oh my god.
See, look at that. I'm asking the tough questions now.
I don't. I was 19, 20 was my first above the fold story.
Yeah. What was your first, like, exciting story? Other than just maybe the first few were just new and, hey, look, I'm in the paper. What was your first, like, okay, this is putting me on the map?
Well, I don't know about putting on the map, but my first exciting experience with journalism was actually on September 11th. I was a junior in high school working for the newspaper when that happened.
Oh, wow.
And,
Okay.
we walked into the office, and she was my teacher, Miranda Daly. She was ready with cameras and notepads and said, "Go cover it. This is the biggest news story you're going to see in your lifetime." And so we spent the day walking around the high school talking to people.
Really?
Yeah, all the boys said they wanted to lie about their age and join up, go to war.
And this is back in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal.
Yeah, that's one of those, you always remember where you were, but you're actually... So let me ask you this, that sort of... how hard is it, maybe in a story like that, you're a junior in high school, so obviously, you know, you've matured since then, but how hard is it not to be a part of the story? Not a part of it, to be involved in the story, or to be emotionally... You've got to keep that wall up, right?
Yeah, I mean, you try. There are definitely... There are stories that get to you, especially stories that involve children who
Yeah.
go out on accidents, and sometimes it's gruesome. You run into some trauma on the job, for sure. It's not always... Nobody can stay completely removed.
Yeah.
You try as hard as you can to be unbiased, but it weighs on you sometimes, yeah.
And so what do you do? How do you cope with that?
Self-care.
Yeah?
Go home, drink a beer, watch TV.
Drink a lot, depending on the day. Julie eats Taco Bell and drinks like crazy.
Yeah, lots of whiskey. No, I'm kidding. I didn't mean any of that. Sorry, Frank.
Not on the job, Frank. She's not drinking on the job. What she does after her 40 is up to her.
Exactly.
Pendleton, then?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like Pendleton, too. So when you're is it weird, like, being interviewed like this? Like,
It's-
not asking the questions?
Yeah, it's super weird.
Is it?
I don't really know what to do with myself. I'm mostly like, just don't say anything stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that would be. Who's your favorite person to interview, or that you have interviewed?
Like ever?
Ever.
Oh man.
Don't say this one because it's pandering. Obviously, it is. Second best after this.
I mean, I've gotten to interview some celebrities.
Yeah?
Been pretty cool. Yeah.
Are you allowed to name drop?
I mean, obviously for Halloween Town, I got Kimberly Brown and
Yep.
Diane Franklin last year. That was fun.
Yep.
In Amarillo, I got to interview, you know, the fish guy in Star Wars that says it's a trap.
Oh,
with
yeah.
him for a little bit, and he was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's random. Hey,
Super random.
Do you know him? Not know him, but he didn't have the fish on, right?
No. He has apparently done like a lot of voice work acting.
Yeah.
Everything. He came out to a con, like this tiny little con that we had in Amarillo. And,
Was he in Fish? Outfit?
No. I was
Store?
hoping he was going to be, but no, he was cool. He like just hung out with me for like an hour and a half.
And yet, and I'm not like, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's like a perfect celebrity, right?
It's a trap guy.
It's a
The
trap.
most random celebrity you can ever get a hold of. Yeah, he was fun.
What was the most awkward one you've ever done?
Most awkward one.
Have you ever been in an interview where you just kind of like, if it's just like a conversation, that's great, but when you're getting nothing back?
I mean, that happens pretty regularly.
Really?
Yeah, not everybody's a great interview.
Really?
Yeah, they're always, you run into people that are like really insecure about what they say. Like once you say, okay, we're on the record, suddenly they kind of shut down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
Based on the topic?
yeah, I mean, obviously if you're covering something controversial, trying to get certain answers out of certain people is a little bit like pulling some.
Yeah, I bet. Sorry about the rain here. This is one of the first days of real rain we've had here in Columbia County. What'd you do this summer?
I
Anything
worked a
cool?
lot.
You also, and I want to talk about this a little bit later on, about your the Gish.
Yes.
I want to talk about
One
that.
of the coolest weeks I've ever had in my life.
That
was
sounds
fun.
very cool. And you wrote about it, so we can we'll put the little link thing down here or wherever it is. Hey, I want to touch base with you on like bigger picture stuff and journalism. And you guys are all polarizing fake news people now. You're on the inside. How do you see, without getting all political and stuff, but how do you see your role now? Has it changed? Is it just, hey, blinders on, we just do our job and crank it out, or?
I mean, as a community journalist, that's always been my stance, is you just do what you do.
Yeah.
Try to tell the truth to the best of your ability, cover both sides, and let the people decide what you are. It kind of doesn't matter anymore what you put out there. If it doesn't align with someone's chosen
bias,
there you go, of what they think the story should be, then there's no way.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to let some of that go.
People, so is it? So, and I've, we've spoken about this before. People who have read stuff either online or and you see that argument start to develop. You see that, and then it's not like it becomes a personal attack, but when you put your stuff out there, as you do, literally every time you write, you put it out there in the public realm, and then suddenly somebody disagrees with it, and they almost like want to kill the messenger.
Yeah, it seems more and more these days people are certain that you have an agenda.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And I mean, I always want to say, like, we barely have time to eat, so we don't have time to make an agenda if we don't want to.
We barely have time to eat well. Because we don't. We eat terribly.
Yeah.
So does it bother you that you see this? Do you see journalism, like the role of it changing? I mean, is it just, hey, this is just, it's a blip and it'll go away, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of a disturbing few years.
Yeah.
In the last year, because it wasn't always this way.
Right.
And I started before Facebook was a thing, so I still remember being a reporter before Facebook.
Yeah.
I miss those days terribly.
Not a typewriter, though.
No, not a typewriter.
You're like, I'm not that old.
Really crappy computers, but not a typewriter.
Right.
But yeah, I think people tend to forget more nowadays that they're actually talking to humans, like that we're reading every single comment that somebody puts on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
We are all reading those.
Right.
Constantly, because we have to monitor them. And people say some really mean things, negative.
It's like some serious keyboard warriors out there.
Yeah.
And it's easy, and I catch myself doing it as well. You can get into arguments or discussions with people, and then at some point you have to sort of take a step back, maybe because it's business, but even if it's in your personal life, it's still kind of like that's hard to take sometimes.
Yeah. If you ever see a day where I'm suddenly like posting a whole lot on my personal Facebook page, that's me reminding myself that there's still people out there that like me.
Yes, just some jerk writing a story that I don't like. Hey, tell me about Gish. Well, tell everybody about Gish. Tell the dozens of people that are going to see this what Gish is.
Gish is the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen. It's a charity-based scavenger hunt, basically, that they do once a year for a week, and it's all about pushing people outside of their comfort zones and making you connect with your community, the people around you, and doing the weirdest, most random things you'll ever in your life attempt to do.
Now, this was started by, was it one, I saw a guy talking at a conference?
Yeah. He's Misha Collins. He's an actor now. He did some political work back in the day. I think he worked for the Clinton administration. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he started this charity, Random Acts, and it's pretty much what it says. It's based on random acts of kindness and needs at the time. They've done a whole lot of stuff through this. They've brought families out of Syria that couldn't get out. They've built homes. They've built schools. They've just done all kinds of amazing things, and Gish is kind of an extension of that charity.
So what do you do? I mean, yeah, I know. Well, I know everything about that. No. So what do you do?
Weird. You get really, really weird.
Yeah. There was some weird stuff on there.
They drop a list of like over 200 items and tasks and things that you have to accomplish that can range in weirdness from like get a tree or get an inanimate object legally awarded to itself.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah, I did that one.
And this is a team, right? You're in a team that does this.
Yes, you can do it from it's international. You can do it from anywhere in the world. I was fortunate to get put on a team with a bunch of locals.
Yep.
But you can end up on a team with people from Norway and Canada and all over the place. Because it's designed to be able to do wherever you're at. So you can task by yourself. It's a lot easier to have people nearby, so you don't have to do everything by yourself.
Sure.
Because you have to do some pretty terrifying things.
Yeah.
Especially if you're kind of an introvert like me.
So you mentioned the tree thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was the tree thing?
So one of the prompts was to get, so there's this oak tree in Georgia that legally owns itself. And based on that, they wanted to get other inanimate objects awarded their own property, basically.
Right.
And I thought I have some friends that own land, and I thought, well, I could have gone out and like gotten them to set a little foot of acre land aside for a rock or whatever. But I kind of wanted to do something that was for the community. So I started reaching out to people. I reached out to people at City Council. City Pond tried to help me. People at the school district and the county were the ones.
I mean, how do you even start that conversation?
So I'm about to ask you for something really weird, but bear with me.
Right.
I think is how those letters started.
Right.
I'm trying to do something that's based on charity, and if you could help me, I'd really appreciate it. And then you try to explain your pitch of what you're doing, and I had to go before the Board of Commissioners and try to explain it, and it was so awkward.
Yeah.
Everybody was laughing. It was really random. They were so cool about it. Like, they got it done that day.
Yeah.
By that afternoon, we were preserving the tree.
So now, what is its status?
The tree legally owns itself to the extent that a tree can legally own itself. And
That is so weird.
The county retains the title and must act in the best interest of the tree.
So, like, they can never cut it down.
Right. And like, if there's any construction or something in the area, they have to act in the best interest of the tree.
Which would be to not kill it.
Exactly.
So if they knock down City Square, whatever, don't knock it down, but if they developed around that, put a big building there, that tree would have to stay.
In theory, yeah.
Wow.
Right? That tree.
So
It's gonna be there.
in about 20 years, when some giant corporation is coming in, you're going to be the biggest pain in the ass.
Oh yeah,
Ever.
don't touch my tree.
Yeah, you're going to be like, you know, what's the movie, the Pixar movie, with the little house that floats up?
Up.
You know, where they build all around it? Yeah.
Yep.
You've just created Up.
Yeah, that'll be my tree. Just don't mess with it.
Does it have a name?
The tree.
Just
I think
the tree?
It's pretty much what they call it.
Oh,
here.
okay.
I call it my tree.
What was the one thing on the list that you didn't want to do? Or that you're like, there's no way in hell I'm doing that?
Oh my gosh, there were a bunch of things that I didn't even want to try to do. One of my friends went to a local police department dressed as a French maid and served them donuts. I have to work with a local law enforcement agency, so I was like,
Yeah.
no, that's not happening.
New police chief, though.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, Chief Greenway, what's up? Hey, we could do our interview later, but here's some donuts. All right, we do this thing at the end of, or not the end of, as we get through to chamber chats, where it's called speed round.
Uh-oh.
So, I don't know if you've seen it. It's world famous chamber chat speed round.
I feel like I'm on carpool karaoke.
You kind of are.
Stevie Wonder gonna pop up somewhere?
Dude, I wish. Did you see Stevie Wonder actually did one of those with James Corden?
I did, yeah. It was
Awesome. It was so cool. All right, you ready? You got to answer as fast as you can. What is this? Is this guy going to kill us? No, he's not. Favorite food?
My grandmother's fried chicken.
How's she make it?
Really well.
What's her? Do you have a secret recipe or something?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Hey, I got a question about that. So you just said that. So not about killing me, about the recipe. So I'm obviously I'm from England. There's foods that I think are amazing that I wonder if they're actually that good or if it's nostalgia speaking. What about grandma? Are they that good, really?
Everybody that I've ever known that has tried my grandmother's fried chicken thinks it's amazing. I will tell you that my mom got on a kick of doing different countries for Christmas for a few years in a row, and we did an English Christmas, and I thought it was really good.
Best Christmas ever, probably.
Yeah, we had like prime rib, bread pudding, and
nice.
I can't remember what else, but it was all good.
Right on. Mince pies?
I don't think we had that.
See, that's a perfect example of something that I'm like, if I ate one now, I'd probably be like, they're okay. But as a kid, I was like, oh my god, these are amazing.
I definitely miss the food.
Favorite movie?
Oh my god.
Speed round.
Really
Speed
fun.
round, Julie. Come on.
Good Will Hunting.
Ooh. Why? That's deep.
It was I originally was a film major. Actually, I wanted to write movies.
Okay.
And I remember sitting on the floor during the Academy Awards when they won the award for that. My mom looked at me and goes, "You could do that." And I went,
Oh, really?
yeah. So
Look at Mom being all supportive.
Yeah, I went and watched the movie, and it, to me, at my age, was kind of the first one that I'd seen where it was like, oh, these people actually like talk like me. You know, it was a little more real.
Yeah.
And they were young, and they'd written this like brilliant thing, and yeah, I was kind of inspired to
What was the first movie you ever got to see in a theater that you can remember?
I can remember 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Favorite food? I already asked you the favorite food. Favorite music?
I like everything.
But it's the desert island theory.
The desert island.
So if you can only take one.
And the Beatles.
No, it's two.
Okay, the Beatles.
The Beatles?
Like I only had to listen to one thing for the rest of my life.
Favorite Beatles song?
Let It Be.
Okay. All right. If you had to spend half an hour with somebody from the past who's dead now, who would it be?
Shakespeare.
Well, that's a no-brainer. But you know what? Do you think he would be interesting, or do you think he's just like clever for his time?
Dude, when he couldn't come up with a word, he made up his own.
Right.
I think he's got to be
That's
wildly
arrogant.
It's super arrogant, but wildly interesting. It seems like the most interesting people are super arrogant.
Are there things that you wish you could make up words for?
Absolutely.
I want to ask you on camera what those are.
I feel like there's got to be a word for what some people do on social media.
Maybe that's your homework. Come up with a word. When we post this, I'll post the word.
Come up with a word for crazy people who don't like facts.
We've already thought of a word, and we're not going to say it. So, what about if you could interview anybody who's still alive? I like Shakespeare. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Why?
He just seems like he'd be fun.
You don't want to interview him. You just want to hang out with him.
Well, yeah. I mean that's
like,
half the reason you become a reporter, is to hang out with interesting people.
Nice. Like me.
Exactly.
No, that's not why. No. So, Bill Murray, what would you ask him? What would be the first thing you ask him?
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Oh, God.
Right? I mean, that's just going to open a whole can of worms.
Yeah.
That'll be the rest of the interview.
That will be absolutely be the rest of it. Favorite place you've ever been?
Oh. New York, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My daughter just went to New York this last weekend. For the first time. She's 17. Just went to New York. I've been there a bunch of times. She started sending me like pictures of buildings and stuff. I'm like, well, this is great. You know, what do you think? And she's like, it's like Portland. Not like Portland. The buildings are pretty big.
Really?
And I'm like, her name's Naomi. I'm like, what? No, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for my daughter.
I've only been once, and I was only there for 3 days, but...
Did you go like in like Manhattan area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stayed off the Times Square, got to see some Broadway plays. I mean, if I could just spend a whole week on Broadway, I'd be happy. Yeah.
If you could visit anywhere, bucket list, where would it go? Where would you be?
Ireland.
Really?
Yeah. Family history and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Nowhere else? I'm
mean,
trying to
I
steer
wanna
you away
go-
from Ireland. I'm like, Ireland. Whatever.
All right, because you're English.
Yeah.
I mean, Italy, Paris. I want to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could go anywhere in time, where would you want to go live? Where in time?
Oh man, the '60s seem like the past.
You just want to go back and get stoned for
I'd maybe get
5
into a
years.
little bit too much trouble.
Yeah.
Like that.
You think that would
Just
be?
all the political
Wouldn't it
stuff
be? Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah. Especially for a reporter back then.
Yeah, and all the music. I mean, all the concerts you could go to.
You'd get nothing done.
No, probably not. But did anybody get anything done really back then?
No, not really. I don't think so. What about what would people who are watching this be most surprised to know about you?
I'm not entirely sure.
This is like an interview question where they say, "Can you tell me some of your like negative qualities?"
Right.
And you're like, "How do I spin this to make it sound like, people say that sometimes I'm too much of a team player."
Yeah, no, I can't.
Come on.
I don't know what people would be surprised to know about me. I mean, I'm kind of a boring person. I've been in some probably crazy situations.
Yeah?
Oh, I managed a rock band in Dallas for a little bit.
Wait, you managed one?
Yeah, well, co-managed. Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Midnight Empire.
Okay.
They have since changed names. I think they've gone on to do other things.
A have they gone up or down since you left?
They went up for a while. I think last I heard they were like opening for Motley Crue for a little bit, toured all over. But
Wait,
I'm
seriously?
not even sure if they're still together. Yeah, no, yeah, they were a pretty big deal for a minute.
How was that?
Dallas. It was fun.
Yeah?
Probably too much fun. I was 26.
How did you even get into that?
Just I've always kind of Forrest Gump my way into things, honestly. A friend of a friend.
That's a great term.
They didn't really know how to sell themselves or
Yeah.
get themselves into places and things like that. They were just all about the music and everything. And I said, well, I can help you do this and this.
That's cool.
Yeah, we made some music videos and rocked out in a lot of places and did House of Blues. We did.
Oh, really? So that's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big place.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. So you're not playing like in small little bars.
No, we played all over Dallas.
Nice.
Played in Austin. Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, hey, we're coming to the end, so I wanted to obviously say thanks for sitting in a car with me and driving around
Thanks for having me.
and having a good time. If the dozen people that watch this want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
You can call the Chronicle office and ask for me, or you can email me at chronicle1, the number 1, spelled out,
All right.
at countrymedia.net.
So we're not done with the interview.
Oh, okay.
I gotta ask this question because I was talking to Morris
Uh-huh.
as well. He's Chronicle too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you have names?
I think that probably speaks to the instability.
The
of
turnover,
journalism
right?
career.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's horrible.
Yeah, you don't get into this career for money or stability.
Oh.
You do it 'cause you love it.
I was like, so when I was talking to him, I was like, what do you like, Morris at Country Media? And he's like, no, Chronicle too. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, no.
How hard is it just to...
I don't know. I mean, we got Amy and Cody. They've got their names
Yeah.
there, but they got in before the change, I guess.
But what does that say about them versus you?
I mean,
That's harsh. I mean, it's okay to be a bit bitter on video about this. If we need to have a word with Frank.
no, Frank's great. I don't think it has anything to do with Frank.
But he could pull it. He
Yeah.
could pull it off.
I think it would cost money to change it, and that's what it comes down to.
Like what, $7.99 or something?
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
I stopped asking about stuff like that.
Yeah. All right.
Above
Fair
my pay
enough.
grade.
So Chronicle 1. No, wait. Are you 1 or 2?
1.
Okay. Chronicle 1. What's the phone number there?
Oh no,
Oh,
I
geez.
don't have it memorized. I can give you. Well, no.
No, don't.
I
No.
started to. It's on my card, but no.
No, don't give out your cell phone.
Oh, you know what? I have a card. Hold on.
Please hold.
This is so professional.
I'm
that I
sorry
don't
for
have
the
our
pause
office
in
number here.
shooting here.
You know,
This was such a classy episode
happens.
before this.
All right.
Oh, I like your bag.
All right. Thank you. All right. If I can hold on to the card. It is 503-397-0116. Obviously, I don't have to call that number very often.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Well, thanks for sitting with us and letting Julie and I chat with you guys. And we will see you on the next episode of Chamber Chat.
And buy a subscription.
Oh, yeah. Buy a subscription, too,
Please.
to the Chronicle.
Yes.
This is free.